fiber can help get you there. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what it is. We're going to talk about what types of foods are high in fiber and which aren't. And we're going to talk about what the health benefits are of increasing the fiber in your diet. And of course, right at the end, we're going to pull in our wonderful FibreLife product and tell you what it can do for you and how it can help you. So let's get started here on the two main types of fiber. So the one thing that's really, really important here to remember, and this is sort of an overriding theme, animal products do not contain fiber, only plant products. So when you think about fish, when you think about chicken, when you think about beef, when you think about pork, when you think about eggs, none of those foods contain fiber. So anything that comes from an animal does not contain fiber. Anything that comes from a plant does contain fiber. So when you're thinking about what you're eating, I think a general rule, a really good rule, is if you look at your plate, your round plate, 25% of what's on your plate should be animal foods, protein, and 75% should be plant foods, which contain fiber. So 25% of your plate protein, things like fish, chicken, beef, pork, all those nice things, eggs, all those good sources of protein which your body needs for your muscles, for your strength. And then 75% should be plant foods because those are high in fiber, those are high in antioxidants, those are high in phytonutrients, which are amazing nutrients that can help your body. They're all anti-aging nutrients. So just think about that, when you're eating, right? It's the 75-25 rule. Great thing to remember, okay? So when it comes to that 75%, right, there are two main types of fiber. Very simple. Soluble fiber means it dissolves in water. And soluble fiber dissolves in water and it creates a gel and it has major health benefits. Slows your digestion, lowers cholesterol, lowers blood sugar. So what type of foods are soluble fibers? Oats, beans, apples, things like that. Those are soluble fibers. If you get on your computer and you just type in soluble fiber foods, it's going to give you a list of amazing foods that are soluble fibers, right? The second type of fiber is insoluble fiber, which means it does not dissolve in water. And those help bulk your body up. They help move food through your digestive system. Those types of foods are whole grains, vegetables, skins of different fruits like apples and all those other things, which are really, really important. That's insoluble fiber. So if you're eating 75% of your plate with vegetables or plant-based foods, you're going to get a great combination of soluble and insoluble fiber, okay? So both of them are important. Both of them do different things, all right? Now, let's take a look at, how much fiber are people actually eating, right? And you're going to be very, very surprised. Let's look at this next slide here. What the health experts, anybody who's in the health field, will tell you the average person needs 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day, okay? 25 to 30. Now, when you look at surveys about what people eat in America in particular, but also around the world, it's just that in America, they have better surveys. They know more about what people are eating. 90% of adults in the US and in Canada, by the way, are not getting the fiber that they need. And I know this applies to Europe and it applies to the Philippines and all these other markets. 90% of people are not getting the 25 to 30 grams of fiber because most people aren't following the 75-25 rule, right? They've got way more protein. They don't have enough animal products. They're not getting enough fiber in their diet. So really, really important that you increase the fiber, increase your plant intake. But a tip for success around this is to do it slowly, right? Fiber is a food that you should start building up slowly so that your body gets used to it. And then you will experience the major benefits of fiber. The other thing that's really important, and it's something I'm going to talk about a lot during this presentation, is drinking water, Okay. It is so, so important that you drink water when you're consuming a high fiber diet or when you're using our product FibreLife. Super, super important. Sharon talked about it earlier. I loved her testimony, by the way. Congratulations, Sharon, on that amazing